Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. So today we're taking a look at some raids from the world's pre-qualifier tournament that happened a couple weekends ago. And here we have Chase coming in with a Blizzard Lalo, sends a couple of Cocoa balloons, and then the blimp. Thing is, the loons didn't pull the SAMs, so he's going to find those SAMs outside the base, and the blimp goes down completely outside the base. However, he is able to still get his wizards into that scatter shot and town hall. I really don't know how. It's incredible, really. Every time I watch this back, I'm like, wow, what a really nice recovery that was, because I know he didn't want his blimp to land there. But after he gets that down, he's going to funnel for his king down at 6. He's going to wall break, and he's going to send his heroes into this multi-target Inferno to get rid of that so his Lalo doesn't have to go through there. And lucky, we find the Tesla farm in there too, so that's going to be nice. The loons don't have to deal with that. RC to support into the air defense and expo compartment. It is a super minion CC, which is actually a gift these days because they nerfed the super minions so bad that they are worthless in the defensive clan castle. So here we go. Working his way in. He's going to get the enemy queen with his queen. He's going to finish off the CC here in just a second. And then he's going to start his Lalo at 9. Here we go. Lalo in. Coming in from 12 as well. He's going to freeze up the multi at 12. Going to haste his way in. Going to hit the tome here pretty soon. And there it is for the headhunters to get the royal champion. Then he brings in the rest of his loons from the 1 o'clock to cut off his main pack and take down that air defense compartment there. Working his way through. Everything's looking good. And this is just a classic Chase raid, really. You know, maybe it didn't go necessarily to plan and ends up making it work anyway. Chase is one of those guys who is really good at recovering from minor, I don't know, what would you say, when things just don't go right in the raid and it's not anything you can necessarily control. But, I mean, look at this, 15 balloons probably, and, I don't know, 25 or 30 pups and minions run around the base. It's just beautiful hit. Now, I actually am not going to show any of my raids from the tournament. I did go 6 for 6. I went perfect, but I made that a tutorial on Patreon because I used the same army almost every raid. So let's go ahead and take a look at another raid. So that said, I'm just focusing on my teammates here and showcasing their skills. I mean, they just did so well this tournament. We went all the way to round 64. We ran into Darkest Muzan, and we were 8% away from a perfect war. So it's pretty incredible. But Risty here is going to come in with Inferno Babies. He's going to funnel off the heroes there at like 9:45 with an Inferno Baby. And sending the king and queen into the 9 o'clock Inferno here. Sending all of the Inferno Babies into the 11 o'clock. Here we go. Wall broke for the queen. Sends the blimp in to get the town hall so he can tome through his Inferno Babies here. Send the blimp through them. Does pull the CC. The king actually went in there and pulled the CC, which is a complete and total disaster. You know, 50% of the time. Inferno Babies are still really strong. You could pull the CC and be fine. But it's kind of a toss-up 50-50 on how it goes after that. Now the town hall goes down. Use the queen ability. And there's just not much left of this base. He puts down 4 skellies between the Inferno and Scattershot. And that's going to protect this royal champion as she makes her way through the 3 o'clock section of the base. And the Inferno Babies also on that single coming around the corner there with the royal champion. So he's freezing up the air defense to help these Inferno Babies down at the town hall compartment. Make that push through the base here. Royal Champ is looking a little low on hit points coming into those final point defenses. Frees up the air defense again because he realizes the Royal Champ is going to go down. And he's going to try to keep those Inferno Babies alive as long as he can. He's got 1 pack with the Warden at 6. And he's got another pack coming in from 3. And there's only an Archer Tower, Wizard Tower left. So this is going to be another 3-star for the Unfair Warfare crew. Risty's one of those guys. He always takes the last base, and he always seems to come through, man. It's pretty awesome to have a clutch player like that on the team. All right, let's take a look at another raid. Okay, here we have Ryan, or Where's Perry, and he's going to be hitting Rainberry, and this is against Lost Meta. They were our last match of day number 1, and by far our toughest match. Lost Meta is one of the best clans out there. If you don't know who they are, I'm sure you do. But if you don't, they are one of the best clans out there. And so we had to take them on the last match of day 1, and Perry always surprises me with what he's going to do. Whenever I think I know what strategy he's going to use, he does something else. And here he goes with the drag bat. I don't think I'd ever see him drag bat, and I've seen him probably do everything else that there is to do. He's just really versatile player. But he's coming in here, going to sui the heroes into the 3 o'clock for the scatter, and he's going to send his dragons in through the 12 and 1 o'clock sides of the base, funnel off that archer tower up there with a electro dragon, and here come all the drags and the loons. And he's going to far side blimp for the town hall, which I understand because that near side has so many gaps, you just couldn't really predict if you're going to run into a trap there to try to near side blimp. So tomes for the blimp to get through the core of the base, work its way to the town hall. The other benefit of blimp through the backside like this is you pull a lot of the traps, if there are any, in the core of the base. I don't think I saw any traps get pulled, but sometimes that is a benefit of blimping far side. So here he comes with an Ice Golem and the RC to get a Wizard Tower down. And there just isn't a whole lot of splash left in this base. He is going to have to bat bomb this multi in the core because the drags did split. His RC does pull the Hound, and again, it's not ideal to pull the Hound on these raids. However, he's going to make the best of it. He's got the bats coming through, going to take down the multi-target Inferno in one shot. So the freeze wore off, but he actually still one-shotted the Inferno because he had so many bats on it. Now they're coming through, getting the rest of the defenses and some trash buildings. And there is a lot of base left to clean up, but he's got so many bats that he's going to be able to make that push through this base, even regardless of just having bats pretty much left at the end. I guess he does have the Owl on the King and the Minion at 3 or 4 o'clock, whatever you want to call that. And I remember seeing this live thinking, oh man, that might be a time fail. But he comes through pretty clutch, as Ryan does. But yeah, the Worlds competition this weekend was brutal. It's like 12 hours each day or some crazy amount of hours. For me, my time zone, I had to be up at 2 a.m. But okay, let's take a look at one last raid. So last but certainly not least is Dion taking on one of these horrific ring bases that pretty much everybody was not enjoying hitting at the time. And he's doing it with Blizz P.E.K.K.A. Smash. I actually had not seen this style of raid before. Dion did it in this tournament. And I gotta say, I don't think I'd ever seen him do P.E.K.K.A.s before. And he absolutely crushes this base. This Blizz gets all 3 Infernos, the CC, and one heck of a funnel cleared out here to send his P.E.K.K.A. army into. So he's going to wall break, sends the Queen first. There she goes. Going to drop in the P.E.K.K.A.s. Wizard to funnel. P.E.K.K.A.s will reroute back in. There's nothing outside. The healers, the Warden, the Wizards. Working his way in. He's going to put his King at 3 o'clock and let him beat his way through the walls with the Yak. Jump for the core there, right at the scatter shot. It seems to me like where you place that jump matters a lot, because I saw somebody else at this exact base and try to do it this exact same way, and it did not triple. So I think there's a lot of minor execution things about this raid that make it so good that you just got to practice. And Dion has become an expert with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash for sure. Anyways, his army is moving around from the 3 to the 6 o'clock side. Look at that Barbarian party working through that bottom. That's ridiculous. Healers are keeping everybody nice and healthy, working his way through the base. He has lost a lot of the main army, but he has all of his heroes alive. Still has the Queen ability, Royal Champ ability, and there just isn't enough base left to stand up to that. But And this, I believe, was the match right before Darkest moves on. But we did make it to the next round where we just barely got edged out by one of the best teams, in the Worlds every year, it seems like. And they're very good. But Worlds is a lot of fun. GG my teammates. They're amazing beasts. And that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys like it. I will see you in the next one.